Hi guys, it's Haven here. I was thinking about it with the dried flowers I did in the resin, with the UV resin. I wanted to share with you some of the stuff I've dried out and how I did it. So I got this silicone stuff. It's a silicone drying. It dries out the flowers, and it was a thrift store find for it. I found it at a thrift store and paid only like $2 for the box. And I may have had it in there for too long, but this was a carnation I did for it. But I dried it. I found it for like $2 at the thrift store. I think I have two, and it's just a little yogurt container I use to hold it in there, because I've noticed some flowers, they sit better in certain containers. But yeah, I found it at the thrift store for like $2 for a box, unopened box of it, and it does do a pretty good number of them. And then I was at Michael's a couple weeks later and actually priced it at Michael's, and my $2 fine was like an awesome concept, because they're like $30, $20, $30 for the box I found these. And I did put a piece of cardstock under me so I can catch the stuff that doesn't make it all the way back into here. Okay, we're just gonna wait on that and put it back in the big container. And the nice thing about it too is you can put it in the oven after you get, because you see most of them are white, but there's a little bit of purple in there, or pink, not purple, sorry. I got purple on the brain today, and I don't know why. But when it starts to turn pink, it's absorbed as much moisture from drying out the flowers as it can take. And all you gotta do, oh look, there's a rose in this one. All you gotta do is put it in the oven, and it has the instructions in there. You like put it on in at like 250 or something for 15 minutes or something, or just put it on warm. And you just put it on warm. And when you're doing it, I will be showing, because I'm going to go over to my neighbor's house here later today. Terrence, slow down, buddy. And get some fresh flowers. And so tonight I will try to share, or I will go out and sneak some only flowers I have in my yard this year. I was not a big flower gardener as I usually am this year. But this was a pale colored rose. I might have been a white one or a pale pink. Kind of had it in there a little long, so it might have over dried it. But it dries. I mean, this is a fresh flower that got put in here, and it's still nice. Didn't turn brown, icky brown, like sometimes dried flowers will do when you hang them to dry. So, and like I said, with it starts to turn pink when it's gotten over moisture in it. And then just dry it in the oven. The pink, when the pink goes away, it's back to being able to be used, and you can reuse it again and again. And usually, okay, let's see, I'm gonna have to brush around. These might just be petals. Some of them I just did. Oh no, I did do a flower. Okay. Oop. But some of its petals might go. Yeah, I need to brush some of it off. They do get kind of delicate. These flowers are from, I wanted to dry some from when my hubby's grandmother passed away back in April. Some of these flowers are from that. Hold on, I'm trying to find a paintbrush that I can use to brush it around real quick. I didn't think about getting one. So these are some flowers back from that I wanted to save, and that a cousin of mine wanted some of the flowers from it too. So I kind of saved it for the both of us. And some of the flowers, here's another little white flower. What was in the bouquet set? Easy there, my man. So yeah, just dry them out, and they have to sit in this for about 6 weeks. So and some of them I just did some petals because I just thought they were kind of pretty little petals. Sorry about the dinosaur player in the background. So yeah, that one's a single petal. So yeah, they dry. And they are fragile, but they're not like super fragile. So you can do stuff with them. But yeah, the silicone stuff is pretty nice. Takes about, depending on the size of the flower. The roses take a little bit longer because of how big they are. But these little tiny flowers, maybe a week to 2 weeks in it, just depending on what you got going with it. But this is the container it came with. And I have just saved like other little containers that I can put it in. And it dries out, comes out like this. And I don't remember exactly, like I said, some of these have probably been in here a little bit longer than what they needed to be. Oh, it's a big old daisy one. Okay. So some of them have been in here a little bit longer than they needed to be. But I just figured they were in a safe spot drying. I mean, get them all. They're so pretty. And these are ones that I want to save, and I want to get some real resin instead of just my UV resin and save them in it. I mean, they look so real, and they're not faded, and the petals don't, like usually when you dry, just hang dry or just set and let them dry, these petals will be all crinkled up and not look like the flower it is. And I've watched things where people do this with it, and then they'll take, if you leave enough of the stem, you can actually put a little piece of the like floral wire, stick it in there, and then you can make a floral type to where you actually can do a flower arrangement out of it. And that one wasn't there too long, it just crumbled. So at least I have the pretty petals. So, and I did dry some carnations as well, but they just got hung up to dry because I was running out of room. I did get these little carnations done, and I'll figure it out between me and my cousin which ones. And I know I did enough of this. I did 2 of these, one for her and one for me on it. But it's just a really simple little brush it out kind of thing. And like I said, once it starts to get really pink, you just gotta put it in the oven, follow the instructions, and you can reuse it. So, but yeah, I was kind of proud of myself for finding it for the price I did. And it was an unopened box, which was even a more, I mean, thrift store finds are awesome and stuff, but when you find something that's kind of on the spendy side of life and it's an unopened box, it's even better. Okay, brush it around here. Here's another petal of the little blue ones. I don't remember what these little blue flowers are called, but they were pretty. And I might make a pendant for my cousin if I'm gonna fight with the UV resin, or not fight, work with it a little bit more, and I'll make her up a little pendant because she did want flowers from Grandma's thing, and she's a young enough cousin that Grandma was actually her great-grandma concept. So yeah, she's my husband's second cousin. But yeah, just want to share that with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. I'm running out of time. Just wanted to share a little something here. So thank you for watching. Have a good day. Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to laugh, because a day without laughter is a wasted day. And I'll be sharing what I'm doing with these here in a video coming up. Thank you again. Bye till next time.